Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name's Chris and it's fantastic to have you back with us for another video. And in today's video we got some big crypto news today. If you enjoy this sort of content, mash up that like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tap in that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video, and don't forget to jump in our Discord. It's absolutely free. Link is in the description of this video. There's over 4,500 people talking about crypto 24/7. It's definitely worth going and paying a visit. Right, let's get down to the desktop. Okay, so we're going to start here on CoinMarketCap. Now, the total market cap of all crypto is down 0.11% at the time of recording at $955.86 billion, and Bitcoin is hovering just above the $20,000 mark. Now, what I would say is I think this is going to be short-lived. We briefly peaked above the $1 trillion market cap for all of crypto. But I do think that, fake out, possibly. You guys let me know in the comments below. Do you think the bottom is in, or do you think that, the bottom was in June? Really interested to get your views and opinions. Do let me know in the comments below. But, let's get to the actual news, right? Because I think there's three articles that I think are definitely worth delving into. So the first one that I want to cover off would be this one. And it's really interesting because I do like to talk about the adoption of cryptocurrency as much as I can, and this is another sign of it, right? And at an institutional level. So banks worldwide reportedly own 9.4 billion euros in crypto assets. This is something that a study has found, that banks mostly held volatile cryptocurrencies and had little exposure to stable coins. And there's two things that really do interest me there, and one of them being that they don't have that much exposure to stable coins. That interests me. Is this because we're going to have a worldwide variety of CBDCs, and that is something that's also concerning? Or is it that there's elements of risk there that they don't want to be exposed to? Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Really interested to know. But, it is interesting to see that banks are heavily starting to get exposure into cryptocurrencies. I think this is a really positive thing that we should, take on board and see as, a form of adoption, right? Now, I have talked about adoption a lot, and there's, pockets of people out there saying, we wouldn't have fallen so far if we, had all this adoption that people like me keep talking about. But, we've seen this with stock markets and stuff, crashing. And we've seen this with internal metrics of companies and businesses. When prices, dropped off a cliff, the metrics have all been up. So price doesn't always indicate, a project's, actual value. So just be aware of that. Now, the other thing that I want to talk about is the fact that asset manager giant Fidelity adds to crypto offerings with Ethereum index fund. So the fund raised about $5 million since the sales opened in late September. So this again is more adoption, more reason that, crypto is going to be around super long term and isn't going to be one of these fads that you'll hear people and see people talking about. So really wanted to cover this off. I thought it was a really unique and important article to cover off. And then, I don't like to end on a negative, but, you've got a lot of, I guess, I don't know if you can class it as misinformation. It probably is accurate, right? But crypto ATMs emerge as a popular method for crypto scam payments. And this is, coming straight from the FBI. So, it's probably true. However, I think that this is an agenda that's being pushed, that, crypto is, negative, and crypto scams, hacks, and bad actors out there are utilizing crypto for the purpose of crime. And this is an agenda that we've seen for many years and is continuing to be something that is pushed out in the media. Now, what I would say is there are the art market, right? The watch markets. Criminals use these markets also, and fine art is a prime example of a market that is utilized by criminals, right? And we don't see that being pushed out. It's not the agenda. So just be aware of what you see in the media and the impacts that can have, both positive and negative. Overall, I think we've got an awful lot of adoption still happening in the space, even though the prices are down. I think that the market is heavily manipulated. It's still unregulated. We're seeing the Biden administration talk about a push to have regulations in place. And one thing that I hope is that comes with clarity that is required for these crypto projects or companies, businesses, to operate within set boundaries. At the moment, nobody knows really what those boundaries are, and because of that, we're seeing companies being attacked by the FCA, by the SEC, and so forth. So I think there's lots of stuff that needs to happen from a regulatory standpoint that is going to support the growth of this fantastic technology. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, mash up that like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tap in that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care.